Hey guys, so I wasn't planning to push this video out today, but something big has just come out and I want to keep you as updated as quickly as possible. So while the main topic has always been on full self-driving and its new features, there is one really big event coming up, and that is the Robo Taxi launch. We have been told that August 8th is going to be the date. This is when we are going to be presented with all the details and everything we need to know about this new ride-hailing service. I do have a very specific video on this Robo Taxi and what we can be expecting in upcoming next generation vehicles as well. If you haven't already seen that video, definitely go check that out. I will drop it in the description below and up top there, but tons of things to dissect over there. Now going back to this announcement, this is more likely going to be a full-on unveiling rather than just a preview of what's to come. If you can recall back to the year 2016 during the AI event, Tesla has already demoed and previewed the new Robo Taxi that they were planning to have launched sometime in the later years. This was all part of their master plan part 1 and part 2, and it seems like this has finally come into fruition as soon as full self-driving has gotten to the level as where it sits right now. Tesla jumped onto the train as quickly as possible, ensuring that they are still leading the way for the transition over to autonomous driving. Now, alongside Elon's perfectly timed post about the unveil date being August the 8th, China's lucky number, Tesla's official Twitter page has also posted out some previews of the new ride-hailing app and what it's going to look like once it's revealed. It seems pretty simple and intuitive. You open the app, hit the summon button, and there you have the progress, the ETA, as well as all the settings and current statuses for your climate control. All of this is happening in the next couple of months, so get excited guys, because this is going to be changing the entire way we use our cars. Alright, so now the point of this video is not to talk about robo-taxis or even full self-driving. It's the fact that we are going to be needing the specific and requirements of hardware before we can get to this level. Now with the current setup that we have right now, it makes it very difficult for someone like myself to understand. Being in software and have worked in many large language vision models, this is something that has a deep limitation of what Tesla has chosen for these vehicles. Simply put, no matter what wizardry or software experience you have, there are going to be physical limitations to software, there are going to be constraints to the hardware that you have in your car, and in the end you are going to have to find that perfect balance between the two to get everything you want to get in the end. So I am definitely not on the same level as Tesla engineers, and I don't know all the specifics to how they are getting things to work, but one thing I do know for sure is that thanks to physics we are all on the same level playing field, and until some revolutionary type of camera comes out that can see through steel metal as well as objects around it, there is no chance that it can work without having additional sensors. So what this means is Tesla is going to have to do something drastic to make this work, to make the future of autonomy really come to fruition. This means additional sensors, different sensor locations, and just overall the type of quality sensors that they are going to put into the car. What this means is there has to be a really major change coming up in the next couple of months to make this whole robotaxi as well as the full self-driving suite really work. So change it be, change it is. For the very first time ever since the departure from Mobileye, Tesla is going to be adding additional sensors, changing the entire layout of their current system. With the upcoming next generation HW5 suite of sensors, they are going to be overhauling the entire full self-driving suite. Things are going to be changing in very drastic ways that you will never expect. There will be additional sensors and cameras all around the car for better visibility. There will no longer be a blind spot in the front, the rear, or cross traffic. This is going to be a no-brainer when it comes to full self-driving taxis. On top of this, without a doubt, Tesla will be bringing the Phoenix radar that has been shipping to the Model S's and X's. This is going to bring further redundancies in case the vision system does fail. And the biggest change to all this is not necessarily all the additional sensors we are going to be getting, but the placement and the angle of them. And this is where Tesla is going to be making the biggest change for hardware 5. I have gone further in depth with Hardware 5 and what you can be expecting and what you may be missing out with the current setup. If you do want to check that out and see the comparison, definitely go check out my previous video. I'll also link that in the description below and up top there. So with that being said, we have finally seen our first sighting of Hardware 5 on the Tesla Model 3 Highland. This has been spotted in Palo Alto, being tested by field engineers. This Model 3 has not been hidden or covered in any way. This has just been left out for the open with some very specific and interesting modifications. This car here, as seen driving on the streets of Palo Alto, starts off by not having any side mirrors at all. This looks to be purposely taken off and covered up with duct tape to avoid things going into the connectors as well as the interior cabin. Then if you look down at the fender camera, this has been shifted ever so slightly, looking at giving a better viewing angle at the back. Then looking at the middle of the car, the B-pillar camera has been completely taken off, shifted to the rear passenger back glass. This is likely to get even better viewing angles, something that we haven't seen in any of the different models. Now moving to the rear of the car, we had originally thought that this was not a big contributing factor to the performance of full self-driving and it would not be moved around just because of the placement and how it sits. But even this camera has been moved up slightly now to where the logo would be. This will give better viewing angles of the ground as well as objects behind it and should technically work much better for the Tesla Vision Park Assist system. And then finally, this is the most exciting part of it all. We are getting our first glimpse of the front bumper camera that we have seen on the Cybertruck and only on the Cybertruck alone. This looks like the final indicator that Tesla is going to be bringing the front bumper camera to the Model 3 as well as all the other models in the lineup. You can clearly see in this picture here that Tesla has done a makeshift job of a camera right in the front, right above the grille. This is going to be exactly where Tesla is going to be implementing the front bumper camera system for the new full self-driving suite. Now there is a lot to talk about this front bumper camera as well as all the other sensors around it. I will be dedicating a specific video just for that, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell notification if you haven't already done so. But all in all, what it looks like Tesla is doing here is they are going to be overhauling the entire system. This makes it seem like retrofitting is not going to be possible, but it also means that we are going to be getting a big upgrade that is going to push to the future of autonomy. Now with this news just recently dropping, there has already been a lot of debate whether this is just hardware 4 but in data training mode for the Cybertruck and the upcoming vehicles, or if this is specifically going to be the next generation upgrade. I originally planned for this topic to be dedicated to hardware 5, so I think we're just gonna do exactly that. There is going to be another video we will be discussing if these sensors here are going to be the sensors that are going to be in shadow mode for these other vehicles, or if this is going to be the final upgrade we are going to be seeing across all the other models that we have in the lineup. So yeah, when it comes down to it, this is our first preview of Hardware 5 running on a test engineer vehicle, and this is likely going to be the same sensor suite we are going to see on the Robo Taxi event. I would say with firm confidence that there is no possible way Tesla is going to be introducing the Robo Taxi with Hardware 4 as it currently sits. There is going to be at least newer sensors or the announcement of Hardware 5 once August 8th rolls around. Of course, there is also the chance that Tesla wants to keep this low key, not highlighting it in any substantial way during the Robo Taxi event. This is more likely to avoid the Osborne effect and give them some additional time to put it into production for across all other models. But yeah, there you have it. Even Elon himself has confirmed that Hardware 5 is in production and is going to be starting soon. There is a very high probability that we will be seeing it in the next couple of months in all new vehicles. So there comes the question, are you going to be buying your vehicle now, or are you going to be waiting for Hardware 5 before you make your order? I'd love to hear all your thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments below. If you have not taken delivery yet, are you going to be delaying your order? And if you have taken delivery, is this something that's going to make you want to upgrade to the newest one? Anyways, I will be keeping my eyes on all the deets regarding Hardware 5, so make sure you guys stick around so I can continue to update you. Hit that subscribe button and that bell notification if you haven't already done so, and follow me on Twitter or X at HeyJohnE. Over there you guys can chat with me, DM with me anytime, and I will try to respond as quickly as possible. This should be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.